The United Nations Human Rights Agency is calling for an investigation into the violence in Gaza. At an emergency session of the Human Rights Council, its chief, Navi Pillay, said Israel may have committed war crimes against Palestinians. And Liling joins us live from UN headquarters in New York with all the details. Liling, dramatic developments from the UN. What might these latest actions actually do?
Yes, Susan, well, the decision to launch this investigation into the allegations of war crimes, they're particularly notable because they will spotlight Israel's offensive in Gaza that, as we heard from Stephanie just moments ago, has resulted in more than 680 deaths. Most of these Palestinian deaths were civilians, many of them children. And as we know, these numbers, the number of fatalities, is disproportionately large to the number of people killed on the Israeli side, which numbers around 36 right now. So the resolution essentially means that it suggests rather that the international body is now taking these allegations of war crimes very seriously. Now, the resolution was voted on by the 47 member of the UN Human Rights Council. 29 members voted in favor, 17 abstained, including the UK, and only one country voted against it, and that was the US, a strong ally of Israel, as we know. Now, that vote came at the end of this emergency session that you mentioned, and over at that meeting, the UN Human Rights Chief Navi Pillay cited Israeli airstrikes and the shelling of houses and hospitals as an indication that international law had been violated in a manner that could amount to war crimes.
Respect for the right to life of civilians, including children, should be a foremost consideration. Not abiding by these principles may amount to war crimes and crimes against humanity.
Now, Pillay also condemned the indiscriminate firing of rockets and mortars at Israel by Hamas, but said that these actions did not absolve Israel of its need to respect international law. Pillay also called for an end to the Israeli blockade of Gaza, saying its effects and measures linked to the occupation suppress the ability for people to live their lives and rebuild their lives after military operations. Pillay also urged the international community and the UN Security Council here in New York to do more to end the conflict. Susan?
Liling, Geneva has adopted a resolution, but I understand another resolution is also being considered at UN headquarters in New York. What's the status on this one?
Yes, we've heard for days whispers of a draft resolution put forward by the Security Council member Jordan, and as we know, Jordan represents Arab states on the council. We understand that that draft resolution is being circulated among member states, and what it does is it calls for an immediate, durable, and fully respected ceasefire, and also pushes for a peace process based on a two-state solution. Susan?
Liling reporting live from the UN. Thank you for that.